What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rich Nice back once again. A couple things we need to do today. First of all, you got to put that on the truck. Nothing like that tab. That's gonna go on the front. This one right here will go on the back. And then we got some boxes full of parts that we're gonna put in, and I'll show you those parts as soon as we go put this on the front of the truck. So let's go. Just like that, she's back in business. Anyway, all right, let's get it cracking. All right, so we're underneath. So this is the driver's side, right underneath the passenger door, and it doesn't look like there's enough room on this side to mount anything, except for maybe right here. We might be able to put the horns. But we would have to figure out how to run the wires over here. But if we go over here underneath, we have a little more room back here. Maybe put the tank right here, and maybe put the horns up here. As you can see, you got your amp research steps, so I think we're gonna put them on the passenger side. I think that's a safe bet. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, YouTube, we back. So I got the compressor and tank mounted on the universal brackets that I got from Firestone. I had to bend these legs down here a little bit just to make it fit. We got our rubber isolation little rubber tabs on it. Other than that, now we're ready to bolt this up, and then we can bolt the horns up, and then we're ready to begin some wiring. So let's go underneath. All right, so this is all the stuff that was in the box. So here we have all our wiring. We have our momentary switch, air hose, fittings, dampeners for the compressor, Teflon tape. We have some more wiring up here, some butt connectors. We have our compressor slash tank slash pressure switch all in one. So only thing you have is you have a positive and negative wires that you got to hook up. We have our horns themselves. There's 4 of them. It has 2 wires down here. It has a fitting that you can see right here. Goes right here. And some screws and brackets. Here we have a relay. And we have some universal mounting brackets so I don't have to drill into the frame of this brand new truck. So next, we need to crawl underneath and figure out where we're gonna mount this stuff. So let's get onto it. All right, you two, let's go back under here and I'll show you what I've done so far. So I used the universal brackets to get the tank mounted up. I believe these are 9/16, all 8 bolts. It's in here pretty tight. It doesn't interfere with my amp research steps. So now, as you can see, I started prepping the wire. Black wire is ground, red wire will go up to the relay. This black wire that's hanging down will go back to the actual air horns. Then I got to run another wire back to the air horns for positive and air hoses, and then put the switch on the inside, and then this will be a wrap. And I know y'all didn't want to see me bolt this in, so I saved y'all that pain. But everything I used in this kit, I will definitely put down in the description. Let me see if I can open this door. As you can see, no interference whatsoever. Amp steps clear. So on to the wiring. All right, so this is the diagram we're going to use with the relay right here. This is the tank with the compressor. We've already ran our ground and connected it to the battery on the passenger side. We're going to run our positive over to the fuse box on the driver's side. So we'll connect all the grounds together. We'll connect all the positives together from the switch on the inside and the outside. And it looks like it's pretty simple. This is our relay that we're going to use. Again, I'll put all this stuff in Amazon and the link down below. This is the actual relay itself. This is the box that came in. And it comes in a pack of 5. You don't have to get 5, but you can always use a relay. Again, this is the Momentary Switch. This is going to be a horn switch. I created this bracket right here. I built this bracket so we can put this on the inside and I don't have to drill any holes in my truck. And this will just sit in the top. We got to run some wires from the cab up to the engine bay and connect them to this relay. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we should have noise. So let me wire some of this stuff up and I'll be back. All right, on our momentary switch, red and green are going to go to F90 and 91 in the fuse block under the hood. And that way, when we turn the key on, it'll turn the light on and this will illuminate blue like the rest of our truck. Black will go to ground and blue will actually go out and go to the horn that's underneath. So what we'll do is we'll get this wired up. I'm gonna use butt connectors. It's the quickest way. And then you'll run these through the grommet and the firewall that I ran the power wire for the amp through. Pull them out and then run them where they need to go, connect them, and then we'll be good. So I shall return. All right, as you can see, we got it pulled through the grommet. Let me switch hands. Anyway, we got it pulled through the grommet right here. We use the old trusty coat hanger. And as you can see, it goes through the grommet, right? You really can't see that, but anyway, it goes through the grommet down there. Kicking the light on. Right down there. Hopefully you can see that. And like I say, the blue wire will go back to the horns, and the red wire will come up here, and we'll use a what they call a fuse tap. And basically it just plugs in where your existing fuse is. It got a wire. This is it right here. We use this to turn everything on and off with the key, along with the compressor. And yeah, that should be it. So I'll get the wiring that stuff up and we'll go from there. All right, we got the switch all wired up. We got our panel pulled down. So all we gotta do is find a place to mount the bracket that I made, and should be good to go. We need to run the blue wire back to the actual air horns where we're going to mount them, and red wire to the white wire on the relay, and black of course is black. So we'll get to it. All right, YouTube, we got it wired up. So I have a 5-pin relay. So the red will go to your compressor. It'll be 87A. The blue will be 30, and it will go to your fuse tap. The yellow will go to your horn. The black is ground, and then the white will go to your button or your switch on the inside. And that's how it's wired up. So as you can see, I got to get some split loom so I can finish tightening this up and zip tying everything. But the compressor wire goes across, goes over by the coolant, goes down. The ground comes from here, goes back to the compressor. Underneath here, as you can see, the compressor's running. It's got to zip tie the wires up and connect our hose. I just wanted to test it out to make sure it's working before I put the hose in. And what I did was, I mounted my horns right here. I got a second universal bracket, and I modified, really I just drilled a hole in the bracket that came with the horns, big enough to fit on this 9/16 bolt, stuck it on there, ran the hose over to where the compressor is. This goes up to the front with the yellow wire on the relay. Ground goes to ground, and that's pretty much it. Horns are sturdy. So all in all, pretty easy. So I'm gonna finish tightening this up, and then we'll test the horns. All right, boys and girls, we're back. So we got everything wired up. We're inside the garage. Here's the button. This is what it sounds like with the windows up. This is what it sounds with the windows down. As you see, the compressor kicked on. You can hear it. It's not as loud as the ones that used to be on my dually, because those would actually shake your pants leg if you were standing next to the truck. So as always, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sticking with it, brother. I really do appreciate it. G Money, what it do, boy? Pimping ain't hard, but somebody gotta do it, and it might well be you. To all my new subscribers, thank you. Stay tuned. We got some more stuff planned for Megatron, as well as Smoke over there. We got to start tearing him apart so we can put him back together. And some more projects. They're just piling up. So as always, thank you again for hanging with me. Hit the button, like, subscribe. One love.